oldest daughter. I am going to read a short poem that I wrote for my mother in 1990. I gave it to her for her birthday. The poem expresses my gratitude for Mom's outstanding nurturing. It is an expression of an enduring gratitude that is felt by all of her children. The poem is called Tender of Gifts. Tender of gifts, she, gently, sacrificially, shaping children's lives like a sculptor, so talents emerge and potential actualizes. Keeper of the flame, she, carefully, brilliantly, feeding children's spirits like a priest, so the divine spark lives and creativity dances. Locked in her bosom, like Mary's, is a tenderness that redeems. God grant me the key that I might enable others to be tenders of gifts and keepers of flames.
Good morning. I'm Peter Marsh, the youngest of Joan's children. And I am also going to read a poem after some introductory remarks. Tell me more. These three words capture what I want to celebrate today in memory of my mother, Joan Ferguson Marsh. Tell me more. My mother's deep intellectual curiosity and spiritual sensitivity came from the Ferguson family and our itinerant youth. In many ways, she was the perfect companion to complement my father's endless kinetic energy, logical mind, and competitive spirit. She explored life in its fullest through her family, always welcoming, always curious for you to tell her more. She epitomized the examined life worth living. Whether it was the history of Chevy Chase Village, Western expansion in Native American Indian culture, Martha Washington, the ancient footprints of Italy, or the history of Western and Eastern civilizations, she found a way to explore life through and with her family. One of her favorite subjects was the natural world of our cabin and woodlands in the Catoctin Mountains, a place many of you know and have visited. She became an expert on trees, ferns, insects, snakes, fungi, mushrooms, and ferns. Got to mention that twice, it was a big subject. At some point in time, she cooked all of the above for us. And miraculously, we survived.
Second daughter, Jane Alice, and I'm also going to read a poem that my mother wrote. Many of you may not know that she was also a poet among her many other accomplishments. She was involved in so many different and interesting things that probably all of you know her slightly differently depending on how your paths crossed. But one constant in her life was her faith. I picked this poem because it is couched in a metaphor that reminds us of our family, marching through the woods, singing my faith that is an open staff, or rock of ages, to try to prevent the deer hunters from taking aim at us as we hike Snake Acres. But it most importantly reflects how that faith helped her find her way through times through struggle and find peace with her trust in God. As her poem states, she has now found that ultimate freedom in the truth. This poem is entitled Struggle, and it was written December 21st, 1960, which is right before Christmas. We must have been presenting a particular problem with the children at that time. This is struggle. Like the climber, straining and dumb, I labor up the slope, and at last, through thinning trees, the glimpse of sky will come. The first sign of heaven's blue, the faint light of freedom, beckons on and lifts the heart beyond the earth toward the true. Our fourth sibling, Jessie, is now going to play a Chopin piece. My mother's mother was a very accomplished pianist in her own right and often played this piece for my mother when she was young. And my mother loved when Jessie played this, as he often did, at our house. And today we would like you to enjoy it as she did.
recording you.
Oh, you are?
Oh,
You're not
nice.
taking a picture.
Okay.
Video.
No more posing.
Our closer and our pro with the Indian station, they're going to come and change.
Okay, and then you're changing back again. Okay, what is Harold's Maple doing?
Video.
Is this a pan?
Video.
I haven't eaten anything, so I'm starving.
Well, we will. Night.